Hello, class. Good to see you again. This is American English File, 2nd edition, Book 2, Student Book, Part 11C. What a coincidence! All right, everyone, look at the pictures. What do you see? Yeah, siblings. Siblings. Now, I have some questions for you. What images spring to mind when you hear the word sibling? How important are siblings? How many brothers and sisters do you have? What would you most like to change about your siblings, your brothers and sisters? Do you have any sibling rivalry, right? What annoys you most about your siblings? Are friends or siblings more important in life? In what ways are you totally different from your siblings, from your brothers and sisters? And number 9, what are the advantages and disadvantages of being the oldest and youngest sibling? And the last question that I have for you, what are the advantages and disadvantages of being in the middle child? And as always, you can add your own questions. All right, now I need you to answer these questions and speak with your friends. Compare your answers, all right? Exchange your ideas. Now, that was a very good discussion. Siblings, right? Everyone, look at the photos and describe the two men. I'm Jim, so am I, right? Are they similar? How are they different? Speak with your friends. Great. Now, everyone, read about the two men, Jim and Jim, and answer the questions. First, let's read the questions together. Who are Jim Springer and Jim Lewis? Number 2, why didn't they know each other? Number 3, what did Jim Lewis decide to do when he was 39? And the last question, how long did it take him? Okay, very good. This is your gig. I'm going to wait for you.
A few moments later.
All good. Now first, let's read it together. Some years ago, two identical twins were born in Minnesota in the US, United States. They were adopted by two different families soon after. One brother was adopted by a couple named Lewis in Lima, Ohio, and his brother was adopted by a couple named Springer in Dayton, Ohio. By coincidence, both boys were named Jim by their new parents. When Jim Lewis was 6 years old, he discovered that he had an identical twin brother. When he was 39, he decided to find and contact his brother. 6 weeks later, he met Jim Springer in a cafe in Dayton, and they probably had a conversation something like this. Okay, now first, let's check your answers. Question number 1, who are Jim Springer and Jim Lewis? They are American identical twins. Number 2, why didn't they know each other? Because they were adopted by two different families when they were babies. Okay, not bad. Number 3, what did Jim Lewis decide to do when he was 39? He decided to find and contact his brother. And how long did it take him? It took him only 6 weeks. Well done. Let's continue with this story. Great. Now, everyone, listen and try to remember 3 things that they have in common. Jim and Jim.
5.5.
Hi, I'm Jim. So am I. Great to meet you. Sit down. Are you married, Jim? Yes. Well, I've been married twice. Yeah? So have I. Do you have any children? I have one son. So do I. What's his name? James Allen. That's amazing. My son's name is James Allen, too. Did you go to college, Jim? No, I didn't. Neither did I. I was a terrible student. So was I. Hey, this is my dog, Toy. I don't believe it. My dog's named Toy, too. He wants to go outside. My wife usually takes him. I don't do any exercise at all. Don't worry, neither do I. I drive everywhere. What car do you have? A Chevrolet? So do I. Hey, let's go and have a hamburger, okay? Sure. You know, I once worked in a hamburger restaurant. Unbelievable. So did I.
Okay, well done. Now you can check your answers with your friends. What are the three things that they had in common? Okay, let me give you my answer. Both men and have been married twice. They both have a son named James Allen. Neither or neither went to college. They were both terrible students. They both have a dog named Toy. They don't do any exercise. They own the same car, a Chevrolet, and they both worked in a hamburger restaurant. Very good, but we're not done. Everyone, I need you to listen again and fill in the blanks. Let's do it.
5.5.
Hi, I'm Jim. So am I. Great to meet you. Sit down. Are you married, Jim? Yes. Well, I've been married twice. Yeah? So have I. Do you have any children? I have one son. So do I. What's his name? James Allen. That's amazing. My son's name is James Allen, too. Did you go to college, Jim? No, I didn't. Neither did I. I was a terrible student. So was I. Hey, this is my dog, Toy. I don't believe it. My dog's named Toy, too. He wants to go outside. My wife usually takes him. I don't do any exercise at all. Don't worry, neither do I. I drive everywhere. What car do you have? A Chevrolet? So do I. Hey, let's go and have a hamburger, okay? Sure. You know, I once worked in a hamburger restaurant. Unbelievable. So did I.
Very well. Interesting, yeah? Now, everyone, which coincidence do you think is the most surprising to you? Okay, this is your answer. Now, look at the dialogue again. Answer the questions with a partner, you and your friend. Put your heads together. Number one, find two phrases that the twins use which they have something positive in common or which they have something negative in common. And number two, why do you think the auxiliary verb changes? Okay, let's check. For the first one, so am I, so have I, etc. And neither do I, neither do I. All right, neither or neither. Very good. And the auxiliary verb changes to follow the tense or form, the form used by the first speaker. And I will explain. Don't worry. And here we are, as I promised. Everyone, I just need you to listen.
5.6. 1.
I love classical music.
So do I.
I went to a classical concert last night.
So did I.
2. I'm not married.
Neither am I.
I don't want to get married.
Neither do I.
Okay, very good. Now, everyone, use so do I, neither do I, etc. to say that you have something in common with somebody, right? It's about similarity. Use so plus the auxiliary plus I to respond to an affirmative, positive sentence. Number two, use neither or they say neither plus auxiliary plus I to respond to negative sentences. The auxiliary you use depends on the tense, right? So if it's simple present, I don't like classical music, neither do I. Or present continuous, I'm having a great time, so am I. Can or can't, I can swim, so can I. Simple past, I didn't like the movie, neither did I. Or I was very tired, so was I. Would or wouldn't, I wouldn't like to go there, neither would I. And present perfect, I've been to Brazil, so have I. So, as I told you, it depends on the tense. For example, if it's simple present or if it's simple past, it changes. Now, I have two more points for you. Be careful with the word order. So do I, neither do I. Not. so I do, or neither I do. And look, neither or and nor. You can also use nor instead of neither. For example, I didn't like the movie, nor did I, neither did I. All right, so they are somehow the same. Neither is usually pronounced neither or neither. Okay, it has two pronunciations, so don't be surprised. And that's all there is to it. It's time to check your skills. Let's practice together. Shall we? As always, we have two exercises. Complete B's answers with an auxiliary verb. All right, for example, I like chocolate. So do I. When answering this, pay attention to the tense. B. Respond to A. Say you're the same. Use so, the auxiliary, and I, or neither. Okay, it depends on you. Let's do it. As always, stop the video. Take your time. No help from anyone, just you. Do it. Very good. Now check your answers with your friends. And now, let's do it together, me and you. I'm really thirsty. So am I. Number 2, I didn't go out last night. Neither did I. Number 3, I was born in Seoul. So was I. I don't eat meat. Neither do I. Number 5, I've been to Istanbul. So have I. Number 6, I can't sing. Neither can I. Number 7, I'd like to go to Bali. So would I. Number 8, I saw a movie last week. So did I. I wouldn't like to eat that. Neither would I. All right? And I can play chess. So can I. Very good. Now you have to write the response. I don't like cabbage. Neither do I. All right? I live near the supermarket. So do I. I'm not afraid of snakes. Neither am I. Number 3, I went to bed late last night. So did I. I haven't been to Canada. Neither have I. Number 5, I don't have any pets. Neither do I. Number 6, I can speak 3 languages. So can I. Number 7, I always drink coffee in the morning. So do I. And the last one, I'm waiting for the bus to the airport. So am I. So it's really easy, right? You just have to pay attention to the tense. Very good, everyone. Outstanding. All the way to part 2. Pronunciation, sentence, stress. Everyone, I need you to listen and repeat the words and sounds, okay?
5.7.
Mother, the. Brother, neither. They.
Thumb, th. Both. 30. Throw.
Okay, now everybody, I need you to look at my face. All right, look. Teeth, tongue, teeth. Look. De. Now look. The, mother, brother, neither, they. Next one. Look, everybody, again. Teeth, tongue, teeth. Right? The, thumb, both. 30, throw. Okay, easy, right? You just have to say the or the from here. Okay. Now add 4 words to each row. Listen and check. These are the words. Okay? Put them in the right row. Take your time. Now listen and check.
5.8.
Mother, the. Although. Other. Their. Clothing.
Thumb, th. Math. thing, thirsty, through.
And these are the answers. Although, other, there, closing, math, thing, thirsty, through. And the last part, everyone, listen and repeat the dialogues. Underline the stressed words. I will help you. Let's do it together.
5.9. 1. I like tea.
So do I.
2. I'm tired.
So am I.
3.
I don't smoke.
Neither do I. 4. I'm not hungry.
Neither am I.
That is called stressing, right? I like tea. So do I, right? And the last part, I need you to listen and respond, answer. Say you're the same. For example, I take the bus to work. So do I. All right, let's do it.
5.10. 1.
I take the bus to work.
So do I.
So do I. The rest
2.
is yours.
I like chocolate.
So do I.
3.
I'm happy.
So am I.
4.
I'm not angry.
Neither am I.
5.
I don't like soccer.
Neither do I.
6.
I'm going out tonight.
So am I.
7.
I have a big family.
So do I.
8.
I'm not American.
Neither am I.
9.
I live in an apartment.
So do I.
All right. Now these are the answers. I guess you did them all right because you're very smart. I believe in you. Part 3, speaking. Everyone complete the sentences so that they are true for you. For example, I love a kind of music. For example, for me, it's, I don't know, rock music. I don't like a drink. For example, I don't like alcohol, right? Or I'm very adjective of personality, disciplined. I'm very disciplined. Write the things that are true for you. All right. Now I need you to move around the class or speak to your friend and see that if you agree or disagree. For example, I love heavy metal. Really? I hate it. Or somebody says, so do I. Okay? Find the similarities and the differences. Take your time. Great. Nice discussions. Part 4. Everyone, vocabulary. Similarities. All right? Read about some more similarities between the two gyms. This reading, this part. The two gyms, right? Complete the text with a word from the list. For example, as, both, identical, like, neither or neither, they say, similar. So, I need you to take your time, stop the video, do it yourself. Very good. Now check your answers with your friend. Now let's do it together, me and you. The two gyms looked exactly like each other when they were younger. They both liked math and carpentry, but hated spelling. After finishing school, they had similar jobs. Louis was a security guard and Springer was a deputy sheriff. All right. Jim Lewis first married a woman named Linda and then a woman named Betty. Exactly the same names as Jim Springer's first and second wives. Even their taste in sports are identical. Jim Springer likes baseball, and so does Jim Lewis. Jim Lewis doesn't like basketball, and neither does Jim Springer. Very good. Now, in part B, everyone complete the sentences about you and your family and tell your partner. For example, I have the same color eyes as my mother or father. Okay, do it and compare them with your partner. And this is the last set in the house. Listening. Look at the title, everyone. Facebook coincidence brings couple together. Interesting. Look at the photos of a couple and listen to a news story about them. What is the coincidence? Okay, I'm curious. Let's listen together.
5.11.
And our last story on today's News Hour is about an incredible coincidence. Have you ever put your name into Google or Facebook to see what comes up? One evening last April, an American woman, Kelly Hildebrandt, did just that. She was feeling bored, so she put her name into Facebook. She has a pretty unusual name, so she was amazed to discover that there was another person on Facebook with exactly the same first name and last name as her, but with one big difference. The other Kelly Hildebrandt was a man, and he lived in Texas. Kelly sent him a message, and they began to email each other. Later, they started to call each other every day, and finally, they met in person. They discovered that they had more in common than just their name. They both love the beach, and they both really enjoy cooking. Soon, they realized that they were in love. At first, they were worried that they might be related, but they found out that there was no family connection at all. And in October, Kelly asked Kelly to marry him. The two Kellys call each other Kelly Girl and Kelly Boy, and they say that having the same name often causes confusion. Once, when Kelly Boy booked travel tickets for them, the travel agent almost canceled one ticket because he thought that booking two tickets with the same name was a mistake. But there is one thing that the two Kellys are very clear about. If they have children, they definitely won't name them Kelly.
Now that was great. An interesting story, I should say. Now, everyone, what is the coincidence? Can you tell me? Yeah, they have the same first name and last name. Now, I need you to listen again and answer the questions. All right, these are the questions. Let's read them together. So, why did Kelly Hildebrandt put her name into Facebook? And what did she discover? And what did she do next? What other things do they have in common? All right, similarities. Why were they worried? What do they call each other? Right, this one is very interesting. And what problem did they once have? And what are they definitely not going to do? Okay, very good. Now, everyone, listen and answer the questions.
5.11.
And our last story on today's News Hour is about an incredible coincidence. Have you ever put your name into Google or Facebook to see what comes up? One evening last April, an American woman, Kelly Hildebrandt, did just that. She was feeling bored, so she put her name into Facebook. She has a pretty unusual name, so she was amazed to discover that there was another person on Facebook with exactly the same first name and last name as her, but with one big difference. The other Kelly Hildebrandt was a man, and he lived in Texas. Kelly sent him a message, and they began to email each other. Later, they started to call each other every day, and finally, they met in person. They discovered that they had more in common than just their name. They both love the beach, and they both really enjoy cooking. Soon, they realized that they were in love. At first, they were worried that they might be related, but they found out that there was no family connection at all, and in October, Kelly asked Kelly to marry him. The two Kellys call each other Kelly Girl and Kelly Boy, and they say that having the same name often causes confusion. Once, when Kelly Boy booked travel tickets for them, the travel agent almost canceled one ticket because he thought that booking two tickets with the same name was a mistake. But there is one thing that the two Kellys are very clear about. If they have children, they definitely won't name them Kelly.
Okay, very good. Now, everyone, you know the questions. Check your answers with your friends. Very good. So let's answer them one by one. Number one, she was bored, so she put her name into Facebook. Number two, what did she discover? That a man had exactly the same first name and last name as her. And what did she do next? She sent him a message. And number four, what other things do they have in common? They both love the beach and cocaine. And number five, they were worried because they thought they might be related, right? By family. And number six, what do they call each other? Kelly Boy and Kelly Girl. And number seven, what problem did they have once? A travel agent nearly canceled a ticket because the travel agent thought that they have made a mistake because the names are the same. And the last question, they are not going to name their children Kelly. Oh yeah, because that causes a very big confusion. Now, everyone, have you ever put your name into Google or Facebook or maybe Instagram, right? Did you discover anything interesting? Maybe you should try if you haven't. You know what I mean? And another lesson in the basket. Well done, everyone. You're doing great. Practice on a daily basis, and I've got your back. Everyone, it's all about mentality. You can do it. Believe it. Your thoughts become your reality. Shape your reality. Until then.